people think of history in Bathurst, a couple of things come to mind. The gold rush and motorsports. But now a new piece of history is being uncovered in a very old part of town, and you have to take a look. On the south side of Bathurst is Tremaines Mill. Once a neglected industrial zone known as Milltown, it's now a hip and buzzy area with an excellent cafe, pop-up shops, and a great family vibe. This incredible restoration is thanks to the vision of owner Stephen Birrell. And what changes have you made? Obviously, you've installed grass instead of concrete.
Yes, we've made it very much a community space. We've restored the building behind us, which is the 1884 Victoria Stores building, for which we have a couple of National Trust Awards.
And that's where Stephen has installed some very stylish, self-contained accommodation. I know where I'd like to stay next time I'm in town. And there are grand plans for the massive grain silos, including what will be Australia's first milling museum, to be established by director Jess Jennings.
It's a national story that needs to be told, and it hasn't been told today.
Yeah.
And we're really looking forward to bringing it to people of Bathurst and to Australia.
Well, there's no shortage of exhibits here ready to go. And if all the talk of flour makes you hungry, right next door to Tremaines Mill is the Victoria Hotel. This Bathurst icon was built in 1876 and has also been completely refreshed inside and out, under the watchful eye of leaseholder Heath Smith.
The Victoria really is known as that little corner pub that's bursting with personality.
Yes, and I love all the big, bright colours. I mean, even your plates are gorgeous. And so is the food that goes on them.
Everything that we eat and drink here at the Victoria almost has a little bit of a story. So here we've got our smoky barbecue chicken wings, our Szechuan salt and pepper squid skewers, and our sweet potato fries with pecorino and truffle aioli.
And that's just for starters. Heath, these look delicious. What have we got here?
You know, this is the Victoria play on surf and turf. And then this one here is our local pork belly, and it's served with an apple and celeriac slaw and a cider poached pear.
That is one massive serving of pork belly.
That's the way we like it to be.
Me too. Dig in, I say. If you love live music, you can get your fill of that here too. And if you love something sweet to finish, boy, are you in for a treat. This is a fig and walnut pudding, and here is a posh pav. Oh, yeah. Once you've had your fill at the Vic, check out another slice of history just nearby, the Bathurst Rail Museum. And I'm getting the tour from coordinator Ben O'Regan. Hello.
Hi, welcome. Come on through.
Great, looks amazing. Ben, why is the railway so important to the town of Bathurst?
Bathurst has always been a railway town. It was one of the original destinations of the Sydney Railway Company back in 1848.
And there was a very important person involved in the Bathurst Railway, wasn't there?
Australia's 16th Prime Minister, Ben Chifley, worked on the railways before he went into politics.
And the museum's centrepiece, oh wow, would take your breath away. That is the biggest miniature train set I've ever seen.
It's actually the biggest in the Southern Hemisphere.
Really? It's an incredibly detailed model, donated by a local family and cared for by dedicated volunteers. This is just right out the front.
It is. So this is a model of the main Western line from Bathurst through to Panorama. It's a slice of central western New South Wales that you can actually go out and see these real places. There's still a station here at Bathurst you can visit. There's a station at Panorama that's been recently refurbished that you can also see.
The little ones absolutely adore this place. And in the kids' central section, they can play trains to their heart's content. And while they do, parents can grab a coffee at the on-site cafe. Thank you very much. And look where you get to sit. A fully restored vintage carriage. Fancy. I've checked out a few heritage sites in Bathurst, so how about a newer landmark? And that's Ridge's Mount Panorama Hotel, right on the Bathurst track. It's got everything you'd expect from a fancy 4-star hotel stay. But it's the rooms that take the checkered flag, like this super comfy studio. Or you can stay in the penthouse with the best view of the track in town. And you don't need a race to enjoy it. So soak up the history of the town or soak in a little bit of luxury here at Ridge's Mount Panorama. Or do both. Just spend a bit of time in Bathurst. It's got a brilliant past and a very bright future.
Celebrate the history of Bathurst. For all the info on the old and new, jump on bathurstregion.com.au.